program. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rider, Tyrannus, Cygnus, Gun Bunny, and Shockwave. Mephisto's movie reviews. Hallowed all the Ori with Panko Shin. Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Snortopoopus Cuber, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. Greetings, programs from Daryl the Derelict. Penny! The Mad Doctor of Valhalla, Ortega Hubble. Puddle Jumper! The alien of aliens, Aerobium! The Wicked Wrench of the East Project Story Time! Penny! Project Cambrian. Straight googly moogly, it's positive candor. The Matt K. What's up, Matt K Gaming? It's grim. Cold this morning. The Lady Arwen Avalon. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Hump Day. Someone said I look like the little gopher in Caddyshack. It's like, bah, 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 bah.
You got the moves. Hey, can I get one of those? Can I get one of those? Welcome to the channel intro voice.
Coach from EBN.
Let's go. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
And for anybody that doesn't know, that's never been like in the back and seen, yes, I'm like. Nah, Dr. Ortega. I move around. I get into it and I'm excited in the morning. What is up? It's been a while. It has been a while.
It has. Everybody thought that we broke up. Like,
I know.
Like, never.
I know. They're like, what's going on with him and Coach?
So look, and hey, everybody in chat. I see a lot of our friends out there. Good to see all of you. And it's good to be back here with you, brother.
Good to have you back.
It's a snow day. I didn't have to go to work today, so I wake up at 5 like normal time because I can't sleep in, and I'm scrolling through my phone and I see your video title and I'm like, I feel like this one is for me. So I totally invited myself onto the show today. This is like therapeutic, and I'm here to be your co-pilot. I'm here just to be part of this because this is a great topic of conversation.
So Coach and Nick are still married. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do fight from time to time.
ever since that day, Coach walked up to Nick sitting under a tree. Nick was reading a Star Wars book, and he was like, "You like Star Wars, boy?" Yeah. And Nick was like, "Yes, sir." And Coach was like, "Well, that's a good thing."
All that's true except for the tree. It was a school desk.
It was a school desk. Holy shit. Good morning, Darth Arlena. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everybody over on the Rumbles. Arlene is over on the Rumbles. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Do as your hero and drop trow. We'll you know what? Give me just a second. Let me pull it up. I know Coach has seen it, but I don't think he just saw the. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me add it. 1 second. I eventually.
This man constantly makes a fool of himself. Not you, Mark Hamill.
Oh, so there he is. Oh, good old Mark.
Cinema
looks
so
crazed.
much that we're all gathered here to celebrate tonight.
We're all here together. And look how worried he's like, oh no, I feel him slipping. I mean, look at his eyes. He's like, oh, is that my pants? Tell me the mouse isn't behind me yanking on him
Films
again.
create worlds so vivid and story.
Oh man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for him. And then again, I don't, because he's like, oh, he's worried.
Like, shouldn't you know? Like, you walked out there. Like, shouldn't you know they're loose? This is
They're
ridiculous.
so powerful that we lose ourselves in them completely.
They're so powerful that you lose your pants completely. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, poor guy.
That's totally embarrassing.
Then again, that's not a moon. It's Mark Hamill. Did you ever think you would see the day when you'd hear all this from them, and just the absolute insanity that has been going on in the entertainment industry because one guy that they don't like is in a position of power that they hate? I
liked it better in the mid-'90s, where all I saw of Mark Hamill was from Wing Commander.
Dude, I love those games. I found those games. I
do too.
I was in, okay, so I moved out and I moved to Galveston, and I barely had any money. I was barely making rent. I really didn't have enough money for gas, but I had a bike and I'm on Galveston Island. You know, there's the beach and all that, but I'd ride my bike up to this little mom and pop video store, and they had that. I never played it before. And I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, holy shit, that's Luke Skywalker.
Exactly.
And I took
Where
it
has
home,
he
I played
been
it
for the last 12 years at the time, you know?
Yeah.
Typecasted. And you as a teenager at the time, you're thinking, what happened to him? And you see him in Wing Commander 3. You know, I liked that era much better than this one, where he continually makes a fool of himself. And just full of hate, man. Just full of hate.
Yeah. Well, you a lot of that. You get a lot of that. You get so the whole idea about this morning isn't just physical health. It's not just get your butt up and go outside, go for a walk, but it's also your mental health. You can get so wrapped up in all of this that it just kind of takes over all of your well-being. And you can't let it do that. You can't just let it take over everything, take over your whole life, take over, you know, your every waking breath. Oh, I've got to get this up on this guy. Oh, I got to get this on this guy. Oh, I got to make sure that I'm doing this correctly, or I'm doing that correctly.
I heard a wise man say one time that the mental is to the physical as 4 is to 1.
That is not a bad piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a bad piece of advice. And
mental well-being is far more important.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm not saying that physical's not, you know, but I'm in the best physical shape I've been in over a decade.
Yeah.
But mental is what I have to focus on right now.
And why did you, what made you come to that realization?
About the mental?
Yeah.
Life. This has been a very tough year for me. Just not having nothing to do with YouTube, but you know, I have an obsessive compulsive personality. I mean, I'm definitely OCD, and I kind of move around in phases of things that I obsess about. Sometimes it's YouTube, and I'm there for a long time, and I'm cranking out videos, and I'm loving it. And the next thing you know, I got 3 channels that I'm running. One of them I don't even tell anybody about. It's faceless, and nobody even knows that I've got it. And I'm grinding.
I've got one like that.
I'm grinding, and I'm working on it. And you know, there's work. Obviously, I played I don't play casual disc golf. Like I travel and go to tournaments and play in local leagues, and it's something I got to go out there and practice. And oh, by the way, I've got a family and I've got children, and I just we had to put one of our animals down last
I
week.
saw that the other day. It absolutely broke my heart.
I've never experienced it. I didn't grow up with pets. So Millie, we had her for 10 years. We had to put her down last week. I took a new job. I left comfort of the old job where I could just show up and do whatever. I'd already made all my plans. I've mastered the content. Like everything's good. The kids are great for me. Well, I got offered a new job halfway through a school year, and I took it. And I've never taught either class. And I'm having to build these units and work and take over a high school class of kids that halfway through a school year with a new teacher coming in, and it's tough. Like they're great kids, but man, I'm working hard. Like, and I haven't had to do that in a long time. And after the first couple of days, I'm like, did I make a mistake? Like I was mentally stressed out, freaking out. I happened to have a doctor's visit, and the doctor started asking me questions, and I started answering, and they were like, "We think you might be depressed, and we want to medicate you." And I'm like, "They wrote me a prescription for antidepressants. Never filled it. Not taking it. I'm going to mentally tough it out." And I'm much better now than I was that was a month ago. Things have settled down now, and I'm doing well. But man, the mental part of life can really get you.
Well, a lot of people don't understand what kind of a weight anxiety can be.
Yeah.
Anxiety can completely take over your life and make you do things you normally never would if that wasn't affecting you.
Yeah.
A ghostwriter says, obviously, Coach is just overwhelmed by Kamala losing the election like our friend Mark Hamill. Just kidding. Love you, Coach.
Not true.
And pets are, see, I grew up with pets. So I had, when I was, I think about 10 years old, I got a golden retriever Australian Shepherd that I named Bear. He's my dog. I'd lost a dog when I was much younger. I'd lost a dog, Lady, who was my golden retriever. She died in a kennel. From what I was told, there are conflicting things here. Either she died in a kennel or my brother just gave her away to somebody. I'm not sure what's true. I never found out the truth. But I was told two different things. I was told one thing when I was a little kid. I was told another thing when I was older. And I don't know whether I was just being messed with or not. Whether it was a game that unfortunately my very mentally messed up mother told me. But I lost her. So I get this golden retriever Australian Shepherd Bear. He's got a huge mane. He grows up, with me. He basically, it's the dog that grew up with me. And putting him down was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Because, his back legs had gone out, his hips had gone out, his back legs, and he just couldn't get up anymore. And it was like, we had to do something, and he just couldn't walk. He couldn't pick himself up, and it was breaking all our hearts.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest things to do because these animals are family. These animals are like your family.
No
Whether
doubt.
you feel like they're your brother or your kids or whatever they are.
Yep.
These animals feel like family, and that's a tough thing to have to go through. I hate that.
Yeah, we were all devastated, for sure.
And that can add to your mental stress and your anxiety. And you're already dealing with something, and something else comes along, or you're dealing with a new job when something like that happens, and it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
Like
and then
rain.
YouTube, dealing with YouTube and the absolute. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some absolute whack jobs out there that you run into that.
Well, we've dealt with that too. There's a subset of Star Wars fans who are very against our channel or any Star Wars fan who disagrees with them in any way. And when I'm going through all those things and they got this vicious attack coming, it just makes it no fun. It just made it no fun. I would say in the last 2 weeks, I've kind of gotten back to the fun. I've actually made 4 videos. We didn't make a video for 2 months. All we did was our live stream, which is the cornerstone of the channel. Let's just be honest. It's Echo Base Network is a community channel that Nick and I just happen to run together. But it's the whole group.
Yeah.
It's not about us making recorded videos to release. That's just a bonus as far as we're concerned.
I've got 2 videos that I have yet to edit that I'm trying to juggle everything, and you have to make time for some things. And I can't stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning editing when I need to be up again at 7 o'clock and getting ready to go, and then working after that. And you're trying to juggle everything and make time for everything.
Right.
But there are times where you can't do that. So I've got 2 videos I've yet to edit from last week that people did with me that I'm like, okay, I will get there. I've just got to have enough time to do it, which will probably be at some point today. Because I've got this, I've got yoga, I've got to do a job for another guy, and then I should be able to have some time for that. But I've also got the comic book stream. So it's all a juggle. And if you overload what you're juggling, you'll just get overwhelmed and you'll get frustrated. And it's not good for anybody. It's not good for you. It's not good for the channel. It's not good for your work. It's not good for any of that.
Could not agree more.
Punkwaddle says fandoms can be harsh. When a fan makes the fandom their ideal image and only their ideal image, it becomes something else.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing about social media and YouTube and everything. Like, people are so, I don't know another way to say this without sounding corny and like an old head, but it just is what it is. People are just so dang mean. They're just, it's evil. I mean, it truly is. The vicious attack that people do against somebody who just simply has an opinion different than them. No room for conversation, no room for discourse or dialogue. It's my way, and if you see it any differently, then you are A, B, C, D, E. Forget that. I have no time for people like that. If you don't want to talk, cool. Take your attack, whatever, and I'm just going to let it fall right off me. Don't care. I'm not going to let that stuff get me down. But that is what our world has turned into, and it's a really, really sad thing.
Me and Zero did a show 2 Mondays ago where we started this versus thing. We're going to take a movie and we're going to put it up against another movie, and one movie is erased from existence. It never happened. The other movie continues to live on. If there are any sequels, those are erased. If it's gone, it's gone. You got to take that into account. So if you get rid of Alien, that's it. There is no aliens. There is no anything after that. Mm-hmm. Well, there were some people that obviously didn't agree with some of the choices that we made. And I got a phone call from a buddy of ours that was like, I completely disagree with you, Loki. But we talked about it.
Sure.
We had a discussion about it. We weren't like, oh my God, you made this opinion, you're a POS because you decided to keep this and get rid of this. Yeah. We actually had dialogue. That's what Valhalla is built on, is that dialogue, is being able to have that dialogue without ripping each other's throats out or without going for the jugular or trying to end someone because they made a call you don't like.
Exactly. It's crazy. Nick and I, what's up, brother? I see you in chat. I cannot believe you're awake. If I had asked Nick to be here, he'd be asleep right now. So Nick and I are we're going to make a video today about a local convention, big convention that we go to. You've been to it, Loki. And the man who runs the convention just recently announced that Star Wars Theory is coming to the convention. And there has been massive fallout from Star Wars
imagine.
fans because he's so divisive. He sows the seeds of divisiveness. He's friends with geeks and gamers, and he's MAGA. Bro, he's not even American. What are
He's
you
not even American.
like? What are you talking about?
They don't know. They just make all these dumb assumptions.
And I'm like, but here's the thing. If he had announced Mark Hamill coming, those people would have been like, yay. So however you choose to measure it, use the same way that you measure it both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just measure it one way when it happens to fit what you prefer. So anyways, yeah, I'm glad that Star Wars Theory is going. And here's the thing, it's a convention. Don't stand in line to meet him if you don't want to meet him. Who cares? But Loki, they are literally posting things like, you violated my safe space by inviting him.
No.
Are you kidding? You need to grow some thicker skin there, buddy.
That's right. And that's one of the problems is there's no thick skin in the game. Nick over on with a $9.99 super chat said, did you guys see the Jeremy versus Eric July meltdown on Geeks and Gamers last night? Love him or hate him, EVS coverages of it is internet gold.
Nick, send that to me. I want to watch it.
Send it to me too.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to call you, Nick, after the stream. I want your input on that.
I try not to pay any attention to what EBS is doing because I'm just sick of it. I really am. This whole like people at each other's throats in the fandom, people going after each other, I'm just done with. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want the drama. Why? Because I don't have time for the drama.
I'm not saying this is what it is because I don't know EVS from Adam, but from a long distance perspective, I'm a long way away from it. Drama makes money.
And that is true. Drama can make you a lot of money.
We should totally come up with a fake fight, Loki, between our channel and yours and just ride it.
I thought we did that already.
We might have. Hey, you remember back in the day when me and Nick used to get mad at each other and we'd both call you at the same time to talk about each other? He's doing this, Loki. What do you think? Help me. And then Nick would call you and be like, Coach is losing his mind, dude.
You guys have no idea. It'd be like as soon as I'd hang up with Nick or Coach, the other one would be calling me, dude, this is horse shit. Yeah. That's Nick, of course, because Coach, Loki, you're never going to believe what Nick did today. That's Coach. You're never going to believe what this person did today. But Nick is like, you won't believe this horse shit.
Every single time me and Nick have a disagreement, it's because I'm the one that got butt hurt. That's a guarantee. That is a guarantee.
Oh, shit. Thank you so much, Nick. And I've got one from Darth Arlena over on Rumble who says, Coach, I also fight depression and PTSD. Thank you, Uncle Sam. I turned to scripture and the shooting range for an outlet. Keep on keeping on. Much love. Skull. Sorry, I'm running behind. Thank you, Arlena. Oh, yeah. For Nick and for Arlena, should we give Nick some toxic femininity?
Oh, yeah.
Because we have something very similar. We have the same idea, which isn't, out of the realm of possibilities because we've done a lot of things, when we were coming up and we were video editing and we were shooting ideas back and forth. And I think this is one of the greatest, cross-gen, never talked about it, things we ever did because we both had this idea. We never talked to each other about it, but this was the end result. So thank you, Nick. Thank you, Gestures Darth Arlena. This one is for you. Skull!
Skull!
That looked familiar.
Yeah, it sure did. Hey, very familiar. Hey, by the way, she mentioned scripture, so I just want to share this. And I'm not preaching anybody, you guys. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm just saying this really helped me out. Opened my Bible up when I was going through all the mental anguish, and I literally just happened to turn to Psalm 46 with no plan, and I read it, and it's God is our refuge and our strength, a helper who is always found in times of trouble. Therefore, we will not be afraid. And I dwelt on that scripture for several weeks, and it was really helpful for me. So,
I don't usually talk about religion at all.
I know.
Pray. And if someone comes along and was like, dude, I'll pray with you, thank them.
I've prayed for you.
Oh, I know. Shit, I mean, I need all the prayers I can get. But one of the greatest things somebody did. Do you want to say a prayer with me, Loki? And I was like, well, okay, yeah. I was going through all kinds of shit at the time, and it's being able to talk to God can set so many different things in place for you. Even if you're just like, even if you don't go to church, and I'm not telling you go to church every Sunday, do this, do that. All I'm saying is, even that one moment where you're sitting there and you're by yourself and you're like, listen, I need help with this, and admitting, hey, I need help with this. I need help dealing with this. Those moments can help you so much with what you're doing. I'm not a guy that's going to preach to you. I'm not going to be the guy that tells you to go to church all the time or anything like that. But having that conversation can help so much. It can help as much as having a conversation with your dad or your brother or a best friend or whatever it is.
It's called worship. People really do not, a lot of people, the word is a misnomer. People get it wrong. Worship is not holding your hands up and singing at a service or something. That's a form of worship. That's an outward manifestation of worship. But worship is all the moments where you actively put God first. Whether you're praying, meditating, whatever it may be, that's the most important thing that you could do, in my opinion.
Dean Krantz, who's been a member for 35 months. Thank you, Dean. Keeping the fires burning bright. He says, when it comes to internet meltdowns, I quote my fellow Marines, reach down and give your balls a tug. Stop watching several channels because of that. It can get crazy. And Daryl says, it took me 10 years to talk to God after my daughter passed away in 2013. I can't. Man. I can't imagine losing a child. I can't.
I can't either. I totally understand that. Empathize. Yeah.
And we're sorry, Daryl.
And Six said something. Look, totally off topic, but Six said something about the screenshot with me having my shirt off. Six, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I didn't see it. Wait, the screenshot with you shirt. You didn't pull a culture, did you? You weren't like pigtails and a bikini top and.
I think it was better than that. I came onto camera with no shirt on, and I was wearing the Wicket Ewok mask.
Oh my God, I remember that. I remember that. Woo 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 woo.
Arwen and Arlena, I would love to. Let's do it. Let's just get that time. It just didn't work out last time. Something happened, but yes, I would absolutely love to. So, text me.
Send him a message. You never know until you send that message. I know a lot of people that like Loki. I don't know. I don't really know this person. How do I reach out? How do I do? Just reach out. Okay. Yeah. A lot of us stop looking at a lot of us like these up on high figures. We're not. We're just like everybody else.
No, please don't look at us like that.
God. Someone was like, but you know all this and you've been through all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm just like you. There isn't any like, Please do not. There is no hero worship. There is no, but you did it. You made it. Did it. No, 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 no. We're not going there. We're all the same. Doesn't matter whether it's, doesn't matter whether you're Tom over on Midnight's Edge or Coach or Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers or whatever. We're all human beings. We all started out in the same place. Guess what? We're all going to end up in the same place. Either we're going to end up as ash or we're going to end up in dirt, and one day we will be ash. It's just the way it is. So we're all going to end up in the same place eventually. We all started out from the same place. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much you've done. We all end up in the same place eventually.
Exactly.
We all put our shirts on the same way, yes. Unless you're a penguin, and we got to get little shirts.
Some of us are just weird. Head first, not right arm.
I used to look up to Loki, then made me a wrench. Now I bust his balls. True. It's true. Yeah. So how have you been dealing with things over on ABN? I know you said that you weren't, we haven't gotten a video out in a while. We haven't done an upload in a while, but it's really a community channel. I mean, we've got very similar ideas. We always have. That's one of the reasons why we get along so well. We've got very similar ideas on what that means, that community means, and what we want from that community. It's not necessarily, oh my God, we want your money. It's we want you to have a place where you can have these discussions, where you can have these talks without being called an instant Obayati or any of the stupid shit. If you don't like something I haven't watched a lick of Star Wars since before Andor. I think I watched one episode of Andor and I was like, not worth my time. The last whole season of something I watched was Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. I don't have any desire, any care. I hear they're gearing up to do the Rey movie, the Rey Palpatine movie, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go see that. Yeah, but at least we can have that conversation.
Well, you asked how the channel is. Nick and I mean, I can't speak for Nick, but I feel pretty dang confident he would tell you this. Our interest in the current comings and goings of Star Wars is at an all-time low.
I can imagine.
And the truth is, we have gotten so tired of just crapping on everything and being negative all the time, because we're not going to be fake positive. If I'm positive, I really feel that way. I really think that. We are so negative and it's just draining. So we're like, and we've had this conversation, Loki, and we have wrestled and fought and talked.
Well, we were having it back when I was still watching.
Well,
how many times did I come on and I'm just like, I don't know what they're doing. I can't understand it, and I'm just getting to the point where I don't care until I gave up.
What I'm saying is, do we branch out? Do we start talking about other things besides Star Wars? And the answer is yes. Yes, we do. So we have to do that. We have to mix in things that we like to talk about. So that's just where we are. We're still going to talk Star Wars. We're still going to be a Star Wars channel, but we're not going to be an exclusive Star Wars channel. We're going to talk about other things that interest us, whether it be games or other movies or what. And we've started doing that. The fourth highest viewed video in our channel's history was about Mike Tyson. Okay. Like we're doing it, and here's the thing. This is the main thing. You have to do what gives you peace of mind. That's what this whole thing that we're talking about is really about. And for Nick and myself, that is, we want to make videos that we enjoy making. And if we're enjoying making them, then maybe the viewer will enjoy watching it.
Yep.
Maybe if we could get you to laugh because we're having fun. That's what we want, and that's what we've been missing. That's been gone because we're covering Star Wars and we're not happy and we come across as these negative Nancy hater black pill people. And there's a lot of truth to that. We don't have any hope for Disney Star Wars. I don't care anymore. I just don't. So anyways, that's where we are.
I came to that realization, about 2 years ago? I know it was before I got married. I know it was before me and Eris got married. I was like, I don't care anymore. I don't care what they do. I'm past it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm completely disappointed in the direction Disney's gone. And there's no hope. I had more hope at the end of Mandalorian season 2 than I think I had ever for Star Wars since Disney bought it. And they couldn't even keep that going. They screwed that up.
Yeah.
So it was like you just got a gift. The entertainment gods gave you a gift and said, look at how many people are going crazy and going nuts over what you just did. And then they do the power of one, the power of two, the power of many, the power of no one, the power of lesbian space witches. And I'm just like,
now that was a gift. Now look, that's the all-time low, but we had fun covering it, man.
I imagine that's money. Listen, they're putting money in content creators' pockets because it's so bad. I understand that.
I will be very transparent and tell you guys that Nick and I run an EBN together. We split everything 50-50. When the check comes in, it's 50-50. And it doesn't matter if I make 37 videos to Nick's one. We're splitting it 50-50. Okay? And normally we're both making $700 or less a piece on a month, which is a lot of money for us. Thank you guys for your support. We are, wow. You know, if I get $700 from YouTube in a month, I'm like, wow. The month The Acolyte came out, Loki, we made over 9,000.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Like, cash them checks. I used to get
every video was like 70,000 views. Like, wow.
I used to get. I admit there's been times where I've been like, I used to get jaded with channels that would just, it's pump and dump negativity. But you know what? Here's the thing. Having been in YouTube as long as I've been in YouTube, having seen the way the algorithm works and the way the game is played, by all means go out and get as much from ad revenue, from all of it, as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Because they are feeding that. Again, we're feeding you the worst slop in history as far as content goes. Yeah. Turn around and make great content out of that slop and show them up. If we can do more on YouTube with your garbage than you can do with hundreds of millions of dollars, by all means, guys, go kill it.
So, and along those lines, I think everybody here knows, but I wasn't saying that in a braggadocious way. I didn't take it that way. You know, we went from 9,000 right back down to normal the next month. Okay. But, what I also want to say is like, that needs to be, that's what Nick and I are trying to be part of our refocus is don't look at the money first. If money is the main aim, then it's not having fun. Here's what I'm really trying to say. I'm really screwing this up. Here's the ultimate point for me. If I'm having fun, if you're having fun as a YouTube content creator, then the money will take care of itself and you don't have to worry about it.
That's true.
That's how I feel.
That's absolutely true. You're having fun and you're doing the things you want to do. God, I didn't even notice we got Mexican Iron Man's dragon up at the top with the sombrero and the mustache. And how did that get up there? Somebody must have done that. I must have been
Burrito
Jolly
one.
Messing around. Yeah, Burrito one. If you're having fun, see, I remember all that. And I remember us working. Guys, you don't understand the thing you see every morning that starts this show, I'm going to play just a second of this. that little opener and that closer that we use on the show, Coach made that. Coach just made that and was like, here, I made you a really quick opening real quick. And he sent it to me. And I've used it. I've used it ever since because it's perfect. It's got a good little tune to it. It works. It's the opening. It's the pre-opening before I ever do the intros.
And you're a good editor. You didn't need me to do anything.
And then there's stuff in the actual 3-minute long intro that's incorporated stuff that coaches built, that I've built, that has been woven together to constantly change and evolve and make more intros. I love doing stuff like that. That's fun. That's fun for me. I know it's fun for him because
I don't do it as much as I used to, and I miss out on that. The way that we edit videos now, it's totally different. I like editing, but being that creative and making the intros and the little fun things, I haven't done that in a while.
You should.
And the thing is like, I feel like I'm pretty good at it, but Derek Anderson, the DA, he had me make him some super chat videos. He made me make his channel intro. So I did those, and he's still using them, and he's loving them. I enjoy that, but oh gosh.
What is it?
Hairy chest. 6 is still thinking about my chest. By the way, 6,
I think it was a late night Friday night show that you did that.
I did trim a little bit the other day, 6. If you throw Loki a super chat, I'll take my shirt off.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. I'm not. And she's definitely not going to super chat for me to take my shirt off. Okay. I will super chat for you to keep it on. Loki, you all right?
I don't know where my echo one is. But this is the Loki one. And yes, one of the horns is broken off because every time they fall, they break. But I've got an echo somewhere. I destroyed one of the other echoes because it fell off. It fell off the counter and I lost it. But those are things that I'm like, man, dude, I love these little things. And, and when people send
Ted
me
made
stuff,
that, didn't he?
Yeah. And when people send me that stuff, I love putting it in a room. I've got all kinds of stuff hidden all over the room that people have sent me.
Yeah.
That people have sent me. That I've got books in the other room that I haven't showed up because I just don't have any more. I don't have any more space for it. Oh God, she did it. Smexy time, Coach.
I literally can't do this. I can't do this. Oh my gosh. I literally don't know what to do right now.
I'll tell you what. Hold on. I got something that'll help. Hold on.
Oh gosh, anything. I feel emotionally insecure right now. That ain't helping. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Hang on. I'm not Nick.
If Magny's out there, he's going to be laughing his ass off. Come on, Coach.
I can draws on fire in the club, all wired to all desire, higher and higher, up the beat, let's go, without flow, and just hit the floor, more. I can draws on fire in the club, all wired to all desire, higher and higher.
All right, we ready?
Oh yeah.
Here. Let's go.
There you go.
You got it? All right. That's all I got.
Holy shit. Hold on. We gotta, where is it? It's not here. Where did it go? Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Here come the haters. Here come the haters. Oh, my gosh. That was bad. That was very bad. It is a good thing, I guess, that I've been going to the gym for the past year and a half.
Mexican Iron Man has been a member for 53 months. Holy shit. Says, I'm going live now to cross stream and expose EBN, Nick, and Coach for being fake fans of Star Wars and fence sitters. Exposed live stream.
It's fence riders. Fence, get it right. And how do you say fence riders in Spanish? I don't even know.
Bencio Donkio? No, that's not real Spanish. Daryl's happy for you to take it off.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Do I have
no,
any?
It was a one-time thing. I'm never doing that again. Ever. Oh my gosh. No flexing. Oh,
I know what we can do.
Pecs. I should have done that too.
We did the first skull that and now we've got nipple gun. We've got the nipple gun. We hit the nipple gun. Have you seen the nipple gun? I'm sure you have seen the nipple gun.
I have.
It's the only Star Wars skull we have.
That's all right. That's a good one, man. That's iconic.
Activate giant nipple gun. Fire.
You know, something that we've been going through lately that's been really funny and crazy, and it displays a big negative part of Star Wars fandom. Nick and I are part of the generation, and I'm not speaking for you, Loki, because I'm not actually sure how you feel about this. But Nick and I are part of the generation that the original trilogy is the gold standard, and anything else is a step down.
Yes.
And we went and watched the prequel trilogy. We didn't like it as much as the original trilogy.
Yes.
It's a step down.
Agreed.
If you love it, that's cool. I totally respect that. But
a lot of people came in being introduced to the prequel trilogy. That's what introduced them to Star Wars. So I have absolutely no qualms about, well, that's why you love it more than the originals or anything like that. Take your pick. Whatever, pick your poison, whatever. But for me, it's OG. I grew up watching the OG trilogy. We watched it in school every single year. The last couple of days of school, we watched the trilogy. We watched New Hope. We watched Empire Strikes Back. We watched Return of the Jedi. Over the course of 3 days, that's what they let us do, was watch Star Wars.
Yeah,
every year. So yeah, of course, I'm OG original trilogy.
Well, so because we have that very same opinion, there's a subset that's a very small subset of Star Wars fans that everything George Lucas ever made is gold. None of it has any issues. I'm like, did you ever see Howard the Duck? I love Howard the Duck.
I love Howard the Duck.
Come on now. You know,
I got Howard up there somewhere in my records. I actually have the vinyl for Howard the Duck. Who the hell buys the vinyl for Howard the Duck?
But with you having that opinion, you are a fake Star Wars fan. You are a fence rider. You represent everything wrong with this fandom, and the vicious attacks come. And I'm like, and because I'm not, and Nick's not huge into the EU, I was a casual EU fan. I respect it. If that's what you love, then that's cool. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah.
But just because I'm not, I'm more of a original trilogy and Kenner toy guy. That's and the games. So anyways, it's just, that's where we are, where the fandom is, and in my opinion, that's the worst set of subset Star Wars fans there is. They're worse than the Disney shills with the vicious attacks that they do. It's ridiculous. So very, very sad there. And that's just part of it. That's just part of the problems going on. And that's another reason why me and Nick are like, you know what? Let's just talk about something that we enjoy talking about. You know, we're going to make a video. We're going to make a video comparing the original trilogy to the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, and we're going to have fun doing that. It's going to be a fun video.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy what you want to enjoy. Look, we see more eye to eye than I think we have ever disagreed. Because, like, what is your favorite iteration of Transformers?
G Wood.
G1, and that's
80
my
84,
favorite
85.
iteration of Transformers is G1. It's the original. Why? Because that's what we fell in love with.
It's
what we
season
experienced.
1, it's season 2, and it's even season 3 before anything else. And I don't even like season 3, and it's my favorite.
And the movie.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that goes without saying. Yeah, that the movie is up there with season 1.
Do you know? I took Eris to see the original movie in theaters. This is the anniversary of the film release. Right? She had not seen it. She'd like walked by while I was watching her or something, but she hadn't seen it. And she said it was an hour and a half of turbo-based ADHD in child form. And I said, you have to understand something. When they're making this movie, they're going, we have to keep kids' attention. This is an hour and a half in a movie theater where we have to keep their attention.
Right.
We cannot let any lulls or any of that happen. If it happens, it needs to be quick. We need to get through it, and then we need to move on to the next thing because we got to keep their attention. What they didn't count on was half the theater leaving because the kids were crying and they were upset because Optimus gets killed.
Because all their toys just died.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest. The new characters that they introduced, I like some of them.
Yeah.
But you
Cup.
can't.
I love
you
Cup.
can't. You killed Brawn and Ironhide. What are you thinking?
And Ratchet. They killed Ratchet.
The list goes on and on. Wind Charger. I mean, it just, I'm shocked they didn't kill Jazz.
Yeah. Jazz
They
just made it because he was on Moonbase too.
They
or
basically
Moonbase.
killed Bumblebee. Nobody wants to see Goldbug.
No.
So, yep.
No, Mahogany draws with a sticker, and it's a Shiba Emu. Barton Hearts. Guys, make sure you're subscribed to Mahogany. We're going to send everybody over there after this stream is over. Thank you, brother, for the super sticker. And yeah, Hot Rod was cool until he became Rodimus, in my opinion, because, and I get it. I get what they were trying to do. Oh, dude, I love Beast Wars. Beast Wars got me back into Transformers. When I didn't think anything would ever get me back into Transformers, Beast Wars. I even liked Beast Machines when they got back to Cybertron because that continued the story.
I'm going to show you something. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. He's gonna go get some Transformers. And I mean, hell, even now, just sitting here over on the shelf, we've got Dinobot. Why? Because I love my little Dinobot collection. We've got pretty much everybody is sitting over here.
All right.
So
I'm ready. So this is a Cybertronian Wars Soundwave that you bought and sent me as a gift. So that has been in my case and always will be. So I appreciate that. Loki giving me that awesome gift. And this is one of my most recent pickups. An original 1984 Jazz.
the Martini Porsche.
Mint in the original box. Right there, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
is brilliant.
Isn't that
You
awesome?
need to get that cased. You need to get that put in a sealed.
So, it has been opened. It's opened.
Yeah.
So I have been considering doing one of two things: getting this cased for display, or buying another loose complete Jazz and having him transformed in robot mode, standing next to this in the box. I don't know, but this is a piece that I'm very, very happy that I got. It was actually funny. They were having a room sale at Ruby. Get out of there. That's a no.
I want to play with them too, though.
She's trying to play with my Transformers.
Man.
So I went to a room sale at the convention. The sellers who did not want to do booths brought all their stuff, and at night they post up signs around the hotel, and it's like room sale, room 612. You go up to 612, and there he is, and everything's laid out. They got racks of toys, everything in the hotel room, in the guy's room.
Yeah.
So you're walking.
That's the way it was at ICCCon when we went to ICCCon. Was they had the room stuff.
So that's where I got this. So we were like, we strategically waited till late at night because we knew all the sellers would be in there drinking. So he had been drinking for hours. I walked in there and I talked him down $100, and I'm like, got him, because he was a little bit out of my price range, but I got him down, and
Nice.
that's another reason I will always keep this jazz.
Your so I bought a Constructicon set from Coach at some point. I don't remember. I think it was at ICCCon.
It was. Well, you sent me money for it or something, and that's where I gave him to you.
Yeah, that's where you gave it to me.
You bought Devastator.
Yeah, I got Devastator, and that's put up. All my like the stuff I've got out here. This is not like stuff that's like, oh my God, it's collectible, or oh my God, I'm going to put it back, or it's a complete set or anything like that. Anything that I have out is usually, unless it's records, there's some pretty damn expensive records up there.
Soul Assassin asked if I'd played the Cybertron games. Absolutely. Those are, in my opinion, the best Transformers games we've ever gotten.
Absolutely.
War for Cybertron, oh, so good.
And if you've got them on Steam, those are impossible to get. Those are absolutely impossible to get digitally. So if you have them in your digital library, you're set. What's the other one that was more cartoony? Devastation? Transformers Devastation?
Yes,
that was fun
that one.
too.
But they had the original voice cast to do that.
And they look like the OG. They look like the season 1 characters. So they weren't all disfigured or messed up. I wish they would have made a sequel to that. They led all that up to you finding out that what Omega Prime or whatever it was buried under the city, and then they just kind of leave you with that.
Project Cambrian, I'm looking at my Power Master Optimus Prime right now. I got that in the hospital in 1988. My mother, I was in really bad shape. I fell off I fell off a roof and landed headfirst on concrete 20 feet. And jacked me up pretty bad. I was in the hospital for a long time. And my mother went and got me a Power Master Optimus Prime while I was in the hospital to give to me. That was a great day.
Keith, the movie geek. What's going on, Keith? Love you, brother. He says, Coach and Loki, fandom having differences is part of it, but fandom declared war upon itself is a byproduct of current corporate entertainment. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
They're setting fandoms against each other, and they're paying for it. When you find out the stuff like the people that were going after Theory, and you find out, oh well, guess what? They're backed and they're getting all this free stuff from Disney, and you're like, yeah. There's a huge difference here between someone who's pouring all their heart, their time, their dedication into creating something, and Disney backing people that are actively trying to destroy something.
Right.
There's a big difference there. Why would you want to promote that in your fandom unless you're promoting divisiveness and you're promoting the drama and you're promoting people going after each other?
Yep.
Why would they do that? Because they don't like Theory.
And
they don't want Theory.
Corporations trying to tell people what to think.
Yeah. What to think, what to like, how to feel, what not to like, what to speak up against. It's bullshit. You guys have minds of your own. You all do.
Exactly.
It's never been about that.
Entertain us. That's it.
Top 3 villains in entertainment: Mind Vader, Sephiroth, Cobra Commander. Oh, wow. Megatron's got to be in mind. But yes, Sephiroth. Maybe Vader, Sephiroth.
Who is Sephiroth?
Sephiroth is
that
the villain in
Harry
Final
Potter?
Fantasy
Is
VII.
that Harry
No.
Potter? Oh. Is that the EU?
No. I think Coach knows. He's just teasing the shit out of Nick right now. Probably because you've heard about it and you're like, Sephiroth.
Oh, my goodness. Every time I see FFV7 on our channel, I'm like, I'm kidding. Last Saturday, we were at the Hobby Center and we saw Distant Worlds, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the orchestra. And I'm telling you, man, those people, they love what they do. They put on one hell of a show. They love the fact that you're there.
We couldn't make this music without each and every one of you supporting us and backing us and loving the IP the way you do. And it was so much. There was so much welcome. We love you guys. I was just overwhelmed by how much they welcomed everybody in and how they talked about the fans. This is not what you normally get in the press. It's not normally what you get from these companies, but they were very appreciative. We can't do this without you guys. It was a sold out house. There wasn't any empty seat in the house. And shit, we were up in the nosebleeds. Dude, we had front row, but we were still up in like the rafters. And we had a great view. It was wonderful. We had a great time. They went on for about 2 hours. We got a 20-minute intermission in there. So it went from like 8 to 10:20. 2 hours of great music. And they care. They didn't just care about what their IP. They cared about the people that were there.
Right.
They cared about the people that had come out to see them. We can't make it without all of you. You guys, everyone here, everyone supporting us, everybody who buys an album. We need more of that. We really do.
Yeah. To Nick's super chat, my 3 favorite off the top of my head would be Vader, Megatron, and I'm kind of struggling on a third one. So right off the top of my head, I guess I will go with
Batman or Mr. Priest from Batman and Robin.
I'm going
to
go.
It'll be a cold night in Gotham.
I'm going to say Chris Lee's Saruman.
Saruman.
Maybe Chris Lee's Dracula. That would also be up there in all the Hammer movies. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Coach played it. Dude, 250 hours.
I know what I'm playing.
I'm not going back.
I'm playing a game when this stream ends. It just now finished installing, and I'm getting in. Nick doesn't even know what I'm talking about. I hadn't told him yet.
So I've already almost 100%ed 7 Rebirth on PC. So
Nick's
I'm almost
100% multiple times on PC and PlayStation. So
no, he's not 100% on PC. The remake, yes, not Rebirth.
Oh, okay.
I think he's still on like
Nick,
chapter
you're a fake
4
fan.
or 5.
Loki just called you a fake fan. You heard it.
But it's that time sink, man. It's a time sink. It's a damn time sink. There's too much in the game. Thank you, brother. Seriously, the $5 super chat. Thank you. And we owe everybody a skull. We owe everybody a skull before we get out of here. I think we're gonna go old school. The very first skull we ever did. Thank you guys so very much. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And to coin a phrase from EBN, this one is for you.
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
6. Don't do it, please.
I was just editing a side-by-side comparing in which you tag all your Twitter friends. You have a lot more color today. I didn't know anyone could be so...
Oh, I'm transparent, girl. I'm almost see-through.
Benny says, Coach, I have a 12-inch Optimus Prime Bumblebee and won't let my grandson play.
That's awesome. Absolutely. Very cool.
Oh, shit.
If it's the statues, I have those too. Right there on that road, right back there. Very cool. Those are really well done.
Are those the PVC ones? Or whatever they are? Yep. I've got those. Do not get the G.I. Joe ones. Stay away from the G.I. Joe ones.
Okay.
Because the legs, for whatever reason, this is the same brand as the Transform ones, because I got all the Transform ones, but I also got all the G.I. Joe ones too. Yeah. The G.I. Joe ones will start leaning, and they will go lean and lean and lean because the ankles aren't strong enough to support the weight of the body. So over time, they just start leaning. The Transformers don't do that because they got big base legs.
Yes.
They've got these big wide feet, but the G.I. Joe ones don't.
I got you.
So you're like, is that leaning? why the hell is that leaning? And you go to look at your Destro, and he's like that. And you're like, what in the shit? I got to straighten his legs back out. Absolute pain in the ass. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Yes, we're a bunch of nerds. What's up, Paulie? Two more episodes. 2 more episodes of Cobra Kai. Nick, if you're watching Cobra Kai, let Paulie know.
He already watched it.
Okay, Paulie, there you go.
More.
There's another one for you.
I watched the first time waster filler episode, so I got 5 more to go.
I've got 2. I've got 2 left. Yeah. No, I won't ruin anything. I've been absolutely like, do not tell me what's going on. Do not tell me what's happening.
Oh, you don't know Daniel dies?
Shush. We're not going there. Already got one thing ruined for me. I don't need anything else ruined.
I'm obviously kidding.
Someone was like, look, someone's back in black. And I'm like, don't telling me shit. All right, we're getting out of here. Guys, I want to thank Coach for being here. Thank you, brother.
My pleasure.
For being the co-host today.
My pleasure. I turned the wrong way.
Guys, be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. And we'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a great Wednesday and happy hump day.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.